Featherweight bout, Francis Marshall coming in at minus 195. William Gomi, I think it's Gomi, plus 195. Over under 2.5 rounds, minus 140 for the over, plus 140 for the under. Both guys coming in for their second fight in the UFC. Francis Marshall undefeated. William Gomi 11-2 out of France. What do you like in this one?
I like Gomi here. It's hard to get you look at his stats here, okay? And he's got 3 takedown in his first UFC fight, 100% takedown defense. But I mean, Francis Marshall has some decent wrestling in his back pocket. I was at Francis Marshall's last fight in Orlando, where he got his first knockout in his pro career. He's not known for his hands, and he's not known for the striking. He's got some pretty decent grappling. But from what I've seen in the athleticism of William Gomi, if he can keep this thing on the feet, I think he's going to be stronger than Marshall, especially as the fight goes on. And on the feet, I just worry Francis Marshall maybe is falling in love with that striking, or that thinks he has a lot of power now because he's coming off of that knockout against Rojos. And if he does that and he thinks he is, capable of standing and striking with William Gomis, maybe it works for the first round, but as it goes on, I think Gomis would take over on the feet and maybe even find that power shot of it for himself. So yeah, man, Francis Marshall's tempting, maybe a parlay piece, but you look deeper into it, and Gomis is plus 180. I think there's tremendous value there. And I think Vegas thinks the same way. I mean, 85% of the money is on Francis Marshall in this one. You got Gomi at plus 180. Not a lot of people betting on that side yet. Those are the, kind of the sleeper picks that a lot of times end up becoming winners. So I think it's dog or pass. I don't think you can base Francis Marshall being a minus 210 or minus whatever he is, close to 2-1. I don't think you can base that off of his last performance over Rojos. So yeah, man, I'm gonna stick with the dog here. I think he gets it done. I think he's got a lot better shot to get it done than what the odds are leaving on.
Yeah, I'm with you on the value. I think there's a lot of value on Gomi just because both guys are fairly unproven. And I think the styles might match up to where Gomi can, stuff takedowns or get takedowns himself. And if Francis isn't going to push that wrestling himself, maybe falls in love with those hands, and it's probably a little bit closer of a fight. But I still think Francis probably gets it done. I think even though he's 7-0, probably a little bit more overvalued, I'm still going to take him for the sake of the pick on the show for a lot of reasons that you already touched on. I think he's got a little bit more finishing ability, a little bit more explosiveness. And I think in a smaller cage, he's already fought at the Apex when he fought on the Contender Series. He's used to it. Gomi coming in over from France. I think Francis is going to be a little bit more accustomed to what's going on there. And I think he can get the win. He's got 4 submission wins under his record as well. So if it goes to the ground, he's dangerous there. And if Gomi takes it to the ground, then the submission's always live. So I'll take Francis for the pick. But I do see the value on Gomi.